In 2010, Qatar purchased Harrods for £1.5 billion, more than 3 times the store's actual value. This wasn't merely a luxury acquisition, but the opening move in a calculated £13 billion campaign to reshape London's skyline. By 2022, this desert kingdom, smaller than Connecticut, with fewer citizens than Bristol, had quietly amassed control of 17% of London's prime real estate. The Shard, Canary Wharf, and Chelsea Barracks all fell under Qatari ownership. The mystery isn't just how they accomplished this feat, but why this tiny nation would transform itself into London's most powerful landlord thousands of miles from home. The Desert Kingdom's London conquest. Following the money trail. How does a tiny Gulf nation with a population smaller than Bristol accumulate enough wealth to purchase £13 billion of London's most prestigious real estate? The answer lies beneath Qatar's scorching desert sands. Like an ancient alchemist transforming base metals to gold, Qatar has converted its vast underground treasures, more than 25 trillion cubic meters of natural gas, into extraordinary financial power. This natural bounty provides over 70% of government revenue, creating surpluses that demanded strategic management. This geological fortune led directly to the 2005 establishment of Qatar's Sovereign Wealth Fund, the Qatar Investment Authority, QIA. Starting with $30 billion, this fund has experienced remarkable growth, reaching $475 billion by 2023 through continuous energy exports and increasingly sophisticated investment strategies. The architect behind Qatar's London acquisitions was Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani, who uniquely served as both Prime Minister and Foreign Minister. When the 2008 financial crisis struck, Qatar pounced on opportunity, purchasing the iconic Harrods department store for £1.5 billion and acquiring stakes in Barclays Bank when Western economies faltered. By 2017, Qatar's systematic acquisition strategy had produced astonishing results, controlling 21.5 million square feet of prime London real estate, more property than the British monarch herself. The hidden network, shell companies, political connections, and geopolitical leverage. Qatar's acquisition of London's property wasn't merely a shopping spree. It was an elaborate geopolitical strategy concealed behind a Byzantine corporate structure. The Emirates' investments flow through a sophisticated web of subsidiaries that extends through offshore tax havens, functioning like hidden corridors in a fortress of power. This labyrinth serves to obscure Qatar's true holdings while enabling plausible deniability for politically sensitive transactions. The strategic timing of Qatar's major acquisitions reveals their function as diplomatic currency. When Qatar purchased Harrods in 2010 for £1.5 billion, substantially above market value, it coincided with British-Qatari diplomatic initiatives. Similarly, France's unprecedented tax exemptions for Qatar in 2009 aligned perfectly with Qatar's acquisition of French luxury assets. The £650 million Heathrow Airport investment in 2017 came as Britain desperately sought post-Brexit partners. These properties serve dual purposes beyond their balance sheets. They provide spaces for diplomatic engagement while projecting influence. The Shard exemplifies this perfectly. Simultaneously a profit-generating landmark and home to Qatar's Al Jazeera media operation in Western Europe, Qatar's London acquisitions reveal a fundamental transformation of power in the 21st century, where foreign state ownership converts real estate from passive investments into active geopolitical leverage. Has traditional sovereignty become merely symbolic? When foreign states control significant portions of a nation's capital, the lines of influence and governance blur regardless of diplomatic tensions. This innovative approach hasn't gone unnoticed. From Saudi Arabia to Singapore, sovereign wealth funds are creating battlefields where skylines become physical manifestations of international power competitions. Today's purchases are tomorrow's power shifts. In this new paradigm, military conquest becomes obsolete. Qatar demonstrates a profound truth. Owning a city delivers more sustainable influence than conquering it ever could. A silent revolution where financial might rewrites the rules of global power.